Alright, hey everyone, my name is Sammy and welcome to my Stream 3 playthrough of Half-Life 2 Episode 1, where I'll be playing the game live while I also provide analysis and commentary as I go. Alright, so this is going to be, of course, a preliminary episode. Consider it a sort of a pilot, if you will. Make sure everything works out smoothly. If I'm able to stream it without any problems, then this will go up as episode, as part one rather of potentially a series of my entire playthrough of this particular game, or this episode 1, Half-Life 2. There's a lot to talk about. Introducing the game, for instance, and why I picked it for my next game that I'm going to play through. But of course, gonna make sure everything is going smoothly. Let's check the stream quality. I already tried streaming once, and it died on me. But that was with a different program. I tried to go back to an older streaming client that I used to use, but it seems like that one still not working for me, and it reminded me the reason why I had to stop using that one and go back to OBS. But lately OBS has also been causing me some headaches. But at least I can get to streaming. So right now it looks good. Stream is live and audio looks good. Right now I have the game audio turned off because this character in the video right here, I don't know if you can see him in the background, he talks, and I don't want to be shouting over him or having him distract, so I turn the audio down just temporarily. So when I get into new game, let the intro play out, and then I can discuss my own intro to the game, developers who made it, as well as talk about why I picked it for my next playthrough. And alright, let's get right into it. Let's bring the game audio back up to here. I think this is a decent level. We'll have to look back in the preview, or the archive rather, and see if it works out.
That calculator
might be a little too loud, or he stopped talking, so it's not like you can hear it anyway. But this is all experimental. It's the first playthrough, or first video in the playthrough. So I'm not gonna. I think it might still be a little too loud. Let's go back to.
Yes.
Let's go down to
Very
here.
well.
Every game is different, so it makes it difficult to balance audio of the game versus my audio. I want to make sure you hear me over the game. This is why I have the subtitles on as well. Alright, so I'm going to get right into the game. Let's start new game, start from the beginning, and let it go. And hopefully everything works out well. For now, everything looks fine on the stream, and I'm crossing my fingers that it won't die out. Alright. Of course, most games there's like an introductory cutscene that kind of leads you into the game.
Can you name even one thing? I thought not.
Of course, Half-Life 2 Episode 1 takes directly after the events of Half-Life 2, so played that game, played it to the end. Everything here looks familiar. You know what happens? I'll explain it afterwards. I just wanted to interject that and explain, like, if you have no idea what's going on, why you're seeing what you're seeing, why it's starting in the middle of the action without any real introduction. All that stuff will become clearer anyhow, just by playing the game.
We'll see about that.
For my part, I think this introduction is really, really cool. One of the coolest introductions of any of the Half-Life games. Especially considering the end of Half-Life 2 was really was a real spectacle, so it has to kind of after a spectacle, that ending, kind of have to start with a spectacle. Some awesome stuff happening. A lot more stuff going on right here. Can't just, don't want to talk over it, so
Oh my god!
let this dialogue go on.
I was so worried. Hey, the gravity gun. Give it to him, dog.
Right now, I am in the game. I'm fully in control. We're past that
There, Gordon.
that
Dog's back
cutscene
in
where you
the
just
city,
have
I
to
can tell.
passively
Okay, dog.
watch what's going on.
Look at the monitor
Now we're in
sounds.
full control.
With my dad. He must be worried sick about us. He was so sure I wouldn't find you here. The Citadel's really coming apart. I still don't know how we got out of there.
Alright, so since we're still in the middle of the action,
Falling. A huge explosion, and then I heard vortiguns. Next thing I knew, Dog was digging me out of the rubble. Oh, it's all so strange. We should. It's my dad.
so we're still in the middle of the action. We're coming off of a really climactic moment from Half-Life
I know
2.
he hears that we found you.
Still a lot for the characters to discuss, so give me a few moments for me to actually get into my own introduction of the game. Still a lot to do, so I'll wait till there's like a quiet moment. With this game, it seems like because of the way it pits you directly into the action right from the start. At least what I can say right now is that it hooks you, really grabs you, keeps you
Dad.
interested
Dad,
right away.
Are you there?
Alyx?
It's not a slow
Alyx,
beginning. It's
come in.
Hold on a sec. There's so much interference. Hey, Dog.
it's coming off a big climax, so it makes sense that there would be a big, exciting introduction here.
Okay. Little to the right. There we go. Hold it there. We got it. Dad.
Alyx, where are you? Oh, please, God, tell me you're out of the city.
Well, not quite yet.
What?
But listen, Dad. We found him.
You found Gordon? I don't believe it. But listen, you two have to get out of the city. The Citadel could blow at any moment.
There's no question that it will, I'm afraid. Our remote sensors indicate the process is accelerating toward a dark energy flare.
Is
Anyone
it?
left in the vicinity will be subjected to energetic events whose
Isaac,
effects are
please.
beyond my powers of speculation. The ravages to cellular material are
Liner,
unimaginable.
stop!
Dad?
Oh dear, Eli, I'm sorry, but surely there's no need for undue alarm. Alyx is well out of harm's way by now.
Well, actually, we're still at the Citadel.
What? Oh dear, but there's really no time. The core is exceedingly close to collapse. Why, there's no way to get far enough without first... Well, nothing short of a direct intervention in the core could possibly retard the reaction.
You mean going in?
Into the core, yes. But it's far too dangerous to consider. The chamber will be bathed in radiation.
Well, you do have the hazard suit. If we found a way into the Citadel, it's possible we could...
Alyx, no!
But Dad!
Izzy, talk some sense into her.
I'm sorry, Eli, but I don't see any other way. It would help us evacuate more citizens.
We can do this, Dad.
Okay, Alyx, okay, just promise me. Promise me that you won't take a single unnecessary risk.
I promise. I love you.
I love you too, baby. I'll be praying for you.
Don't worry. I'll see you soon. Yeah. Don't worry.
So a lot of this dialogue here, it sort of functions as a cutscene. However, I still have full interactive control of the character, and that's one of the things I love about the way Half-Life 2 series in particular tells the story, and the way its narrative functions. It keeps you in the role of your character, which in this case, in Half-Life 2 case, is Gordon Freeman. And beyond like the intro cutscene and the outro concluding cutscene, and maybe I think there were like one or two other ones in each entry in the series,
What a drop.
you maintain complete control of your character. The game doesn't take away that interactivity. That's one of my favorite parts of the series. But it's parts we can talk about. I could talk about that more later on. I actually want to get into some introduction here. It's difficult to do considering of this big action that's going on right from the start. So I guess I can get into that. It's more of a quieter moment right now. I can also explain what's happening in the story. Get to that as well. Right now, Half-Life 2 Episode 1 is said the follow-up to big popular release Half-Life 2. Developers are Valve, another, of course, a big, very well-known and critically acclaimed developer, known for a lot of well-done games or critically acclaimed games. Most popularly, I'd say the biggest one would be the Half-Life series, and of course, they also made series Portal, Team Fortress. They also work on multiplayer games like Counter-Strike and Dota.
Dog.
And probably the most popular game that that Valve makes right now is Dota. Although historically, I would say it's the Half-Life series.
Dog, are you all right?
All right, so we got more dialogue here, and we'll make sure we pay attention to that.
Stay with us. Help us find a way over.
This game came out, I believe, in